Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can continue working with CSS on this project. Alright, let's start. Okay, this is a video that is part of a series of videos that I create to work with Photoshop and Dreamweaver for web design. If this is the first video that you watch, I recommend you to go to the other one first, but let's take a quick look of what we did so far. On the first video, we start with Photoshop and we create this wireframe. And then on a second video, I show you how you can convert that wireframe on a mockup like this one. Then on a third video, we concentrate on the HTML code and we write all this code. And then on the following video, we did the CSS, okay? And now on this video, I'm gonna show you how you can continue working with CSS. All right, let's continue. The first thing that I would like to do, I'm gonna go to Photoshop and I'm gonna take a look to my design on the phone view. If you see here, we already create the banner and the navigation bar, and I would like to concentrate to the main area. You see here, I have all the images are centered, and this one is covering the 100%. I have a padding here, and also the text is centered. One of the things that I would like to do, I would like to change the fonts. If you see, I'm using the same font that I have here on my logo. Okay, how you can do that? A quick way to do this, if you notice here on the H1, I already applied the font family Happy Monkey. What I can do, I can copy this. I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna copy. And then you can apply the same thing to the body. In that case, every single font inside the body is going to be the Happy Monkey. And now can you see? Everything's there. You can apply just for the paragraph or just for the age, okay? It's up to you, but a quick way to do that is that in that case, this line 15 is a little redundant and I can get rid of that and you will see still the same font is here. Okay, then what I would like to do, I would like to work on the main here. If you notice, I have all these images and this is part of a few classes and a few divs that I have here. I'm gonna go to the main, and the first one is the section. The section is the wrapper of all these three images that I have here. If you notice, I have here the div class image1 with an image and a paragraph, and I have the same thing 3 times. You see, look at the design, image1, image2, image3 with a paragraph beneath. And here I have the image1, the same class for the image2, which is the class image1, and on the image, the third image, image1 is the same class. All right, in that case, what I have to do, I have to create the same design for all these 3 images that I call image1. All right, I'm gonna go here to the CSS. Okay, I'm gonna click here, and then on the lowest part, I'm gonna put a new line of code. Just type period, and then I am as an image, and then select their image1. Open and close curly brace or curly bracket, return, and here I'm going to put a few things. First, I would like to align the text on the center. Just type text, okay, and you will see the first one is text align. Click there and select center. And you see now the text and the image are on the center. Then semicolon, return, and now I would like to add a little padding here, okay, on the left and on the right. And I'm going to put here padding. And I can put padding left and padding right, or what I can do is just put padding, okay? And I'm gonna type, for example, here on the top, I don't need padding, I'm gonna put just 0, and then I would like left and right. If you can put 4 values, or you can put just 2 values. The first value will affect the top and the bottom, and the second value will affect the left and right. In that case, I'm gonna put, for example, 20 px, can you see? And you will see the padding on the left and the right, okay? And also you can put percentage if you want. All right, this is looking good. I have the same thing for the 3 images that I have here. Okay, then what I have next, if I show you here, the next is the article. I have one article here. If I go to my Photoshop file, I can see the article. is here with an image that covers 100% of the width. And okay, I'm gonna select this image, and I can see the image, the height is around 600 pixels, okay, 648. And that is what I would like to do. I'm gonna go to Dreamweaver, I'm gonna go to the HTML code, and I can see this is the div class with the article 1 home image, okay, and that is what I would like to do. I'm gonna go here to my style, I'm gonna put here at the end, I'm gonna type period, and then ART, and you can see the article 1 home image. This is the one that I need. Then I'm gonna open and close the curly brace or the curly bracket, and here I need a width and a height. First, the width is going to be 100%, semicolon, and then I'm gonna put the height in the pixel that I have here in Photoshop. It is 648, that is the height. I'm gonna put 650 px, semicolon, okay? And now you can see this white space is a space that will use the image. And then I'm gonna put a background, just BA, like a background image, URL, and then you can browse that image. It's inside my images folder, and I know this is this image. Just select open, and remember to finish here with a semicolon. Okay, perfect. Now a new line of code, and I need the background size. If you remember, you can type just size, and automatically you will see their background hyphen size. Okay, and I'm gonna put here cover. That will fill the entire frame. And then the last one is background position. You can go there, and I can put here center. Okay, perfect. Now you can see the image is in the correct position. Then I'm gonna go here, and I can see this text is centered, and then is another color with this background. This is part of the entire wrapper. If I go to the HTML code, I can see the entire wrapper is ART1 home. This is the wrapper of everything. In that case, I'm gonna go here to the CSS. Okay, I'm gonna put a new line of code. Okay, I'm gonna add more space, then maybe it's going to be easier for you to see my code. I'm gonna type art, and then I'm gonna put here art1 home. Okay, open and close curly bracket, then background color. Okay, I have the color picker that I like to work with that one. Select here the eyedropper, and you can click, for example, on the image on any color that you want. For example, I'm gonna select this color. Okay, but I would like something more like a bluish, maybe that color, and then hit return. And you have that color as a part of the background. Okay, then semicolon. And then I would like to align the text to the center. But if you notice on the website, pretty much the whole text is on the center. You can see on every single element. In that case, one of the things that you can do, I can apply to the entire body the text align center. Okay, and then I can get rid of, for example, you see banner home, the text align center. I'm gonna delete that one. Okay, and then I can go here just after the font family. I'm gonna put here text, like a text align center, and then every text inside the website will be aligned to the center. Also here you can see on the image, text align center is there. I'm gonna get rid of that one. The only thing that I need a little padding, maybe I'm gonna add the same padding that I have here on the image one. Okay, I'm gonna add here and paste, and I have the same padding for the text that I have here on this area. You can see that is before and that is after. All right, let's continue. If you notice here, the other thing, this text is white and this is another color. Okay, in that case, what I'm planning to do, I'm gonna select the text that is inside. I'm gonna hit enter, and then I have to be more specific. I'm gonna type period, then the art1 home. Okay, the article 1 home, open and close. Okay, and then I would like here to put the color that will affect the text color, and then I'm gonna put, for example, white. And then you can see the text is white. If you want to point just the paragraph, what I have to do is just put a space here and a P. That will affect just the paragraph instead to affect the title, okay? And then you can change the color of the title as well. I'm gonna put the same thing here. I'm gonna copy this, copy, and then paste, but instead the P, I can put here the H2, which is this text, and instead white, okay, let's say I'm gonna put, for example, another color, okay? I'm gonna select the color picker, and I will with the eyedropper, select one color. Let's say, for example, this purple that I can put there, and you can see is that purple the text. Or you can select any color. Here, if you see, it's kind of bluish, okay? But the idea is to integrate with that. It was one way that I can show you how you can integrate colors of the picture to the text, okay? Last thing that I would like to do, I would like to add a padding on the bottom. If you see here, I have already for the padding, okay, I have the top, then left and right. In that case, I'm gonna type a little more. I'm gonna put here the padding on the bottom. I'm gonna put, let's say, 20 px, okay, that's going to be to the bottom, okay, or maybe just 10 px instead 20, okay, and then I have the padding on the top, left, bottom, and then I'm gonna put the 20 px for the right, okay, if you remember how to do that. All right, let's continue. Here on the lowest part, I need two more things. If I go here to the Photoshop file, I have these two images, this image with the text, and this image are inside a div, instead the difference with these images that we place those images up as a part of the HTML code, okay? If you remember what we did here, we type img, and it's a HTML code to place an image. In this case, on the lowest part, I have the article 2 home and the article 3, okay? And then inside I have the article 3 home image and the article home 2 image. I would like to place images there as a part of this article 2 and article 3. How we can do that? Let's go to the CSS. The first element that I need is the ART as an article, but remember first you have to put the period, ART, okay? And I'm gonna point the first one, the article 2 IMG, okay? And then open and close, return. And here I'm gonna put, for example, the width of that. Let's say I'm gonna put here 50%, okay? And then I'm gonna put age as a height, let's say 300 px. Okay, now you can see it's there, something is there. And then I'm gonna put return, and then BA as a background. I'm gonna put background image, and then URL, okay, you can browse, and is, you see on my design is this image of these guys. I'm gonna place the image and open, and it's there, the image. Then I'm gonna semicolon, okay? And what I can do, I can put here margin auto. Okay, you will have margin auto on the left and on the right, semicolon, and then I'm gonna put here the background size, then cover. Okay, and lastly is background position, okay, and then center. You will see the image is on the center now. You can see that is the idea. I'm gonna go here. It's a little bigger, okay? In that case, instead 50%, I can put, for example, 80%, automatically is filling all that part. Then if you see, I have a little margin here on the top. What I can do, that is part of the article 1 on the home, okay? In that case, I'm gonna put here, enter, I'm gonna put margin bottom, and let's say I'm gonna put 20 px, and that will push this down and semicolon to finish. All right, I would like to show you something in particular that maybe we can do with these images. What if you want a circle instead, okay? And that is something that we call the border radius, okay? If I go here, I have to type just board, okay, like a border, and then if I go here, I can see the border radius is here on the bottom. I have to go there, okay? And if I put border radius, let's say, for example, 50 px, okay? Look at what happened. You can see you have border radius. But instead of 50 px, let's say I'm gonna put 50%. It's going to be 50% of the image, okay? And then also you can put as well, let's say 20%, and you will see what happened. In addition, I can put just 100% to be sure that image is going to be a perfect circle. But why is an ellipse and not a perfect circle? Because the width is 80%. If you put here the width and the height the same, for example, I'm going to put here 300 px, now you will see a perfect circle. And it looks kind of nice. Maybe I'm going to keep that, okay? And I would like to do the same for the second image. If you go here to the HTML code, I have the article 2 img and I have the article 3 home img. If you want to do the same for those images, okay, look at what you can do. I'm going to put the period article 3 home image, open and close, enter, and I can copy all this code, copy, and then I'm going to put here, okay, and if you see, it's the same thing. But the only thing that I don't like here is the amount of code that I need is too redundant. I don't have to do that. I have a few options. If you see the article here, I have the article image, okay? I'm gonna put my mouse here. You can see div class article 2 home image. I'm gonna type space, and let's say I'm gonna put a second class for the same image. I'm gonna call this one, for example, circle, okay? And what happened here, this div, okay, in this div, I added one class, which is the article to home image, and another class that I call circle, all right? And I'm gonna do the same for this one. I'm gonna put my mouse here, space, and circle. You see? And then what I can do on the CSS, all the thing that I have here, instead to put on the article 2 image, I'm going to put on the class circle. Look at this. Circle. Okay, and works. And the only thing that I have to do here for the article home img is the background image. I can get rid of all this. Also, I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, and the only thing that I need for the article 3 home image is the correct image. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, copy, enter, paste, and this one is going to be the article 2. Okay, and the only thing that I have to change is this image. URL, browse, and I'm going to put the second image, which is this one. Okay, and look at what happened here. The class circle is applied to this image and this image. And on the article 2 img, I have just the background image. And for this one, I have just the background image. You can see, in that case, you don't have to write a lot of code, okay? You can simplify on this way. If I go to the HTML code, I can see here this div, okay? I have the circle and the circle class for both, okay? And this class, I'm using this class just to place the image as a background. You see, that is one way that you can write less code, okay? And then if you do one change here, you will affect both images. All right, let's continue. I'm gonna go here to my Photoshop file. If you see at the end, the only thing that I have is the footer. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go down here to my source code. Okay, I have the footer. I don't have anything in particular. For example, I would like to put just a paragraph. Remember, to put a paragraph, I can put here P angle bracket lipsum tab, and then I have a paragraph. And maybe I'm gonna put here a H3, for example. Okay, and this is the footer. All right, and then if I scroll down, you can see the footer is there. And then the footer, I would like to, you can add a class or you can point just the footer element. If you're planning to change the footer across different pages, in that case, sometimes it's much better if you add a class. For example, here I can put the class, okay, for example, footer home. Okay, and if you want to change the footer, different footer for different pages, you can point just the class. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna go to the CSS. I'm gonna go here to this line of code. I'm gonna put period, footer, home, open and close, enter. Okay, and here I'm gonna put the height. Let's say the height of the footer. I'm gonna put here 200 px, and then the background color, for example, and then I'm gonna select the color picker, and I would like to use the color of the jacket of this guy, for example. Okay, and then I have the footer there, and then put semicolon, enter, I'll put color, and then white. What's gonna happen, that will affect all the text that I have on the footer, and then I'm gonna put here padding, okay, top, to move a little bit inside the text. Okay, let's say 20 px and semicolon. All right. Oh, I'm gonna put, instead padding top, I'm gonna put padding on the top on all sides, because I will like margin here, this padding on the left and on the right as well. All right, let's take a look what we have here. I'm gonna preview in Google Chrome. Okay, I'm gonna save this. You see pretty much everything is okay. Okay, I'm gonna put like a phone view. If I go here, I can see the whole thing is okay. Can you see? All right, we can continue applying different things, but on the next video, I'm gonna show you how you can work with the responsiveness and how you can add myriad queries. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. See you on the next one. Bye.